It's time to give you a little list. We just educated you and Dr. Strong, which was phenomenal. Now it's time to flip the script. Entertainment. Each spot with Camille Kauer. What's up, Camille?
What's up? Good morning, every good people. How are you doing today?
Yeah.
Doing good. Weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoying yourself. I hope it snows.
I'm not.
Get locked in.
I am not feeling this.
Want to be snowed
You
in?
like the snow?
I hope you snowed in by yourself, though.
You say you hate snow?
I hate snow. I
You heard what I
snow
said.
days.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Two conversations at the same time. What were y'all talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, see?
Being
Trouble. That's what they were talking about.
Being sick and shut in.
That's all right. Look, you got your milk and bread
All right.
Yeah,
and whiskey.
Well, there you go.
Keep on, Lisa Matey.
Look, be careful. 9 months from now.
That's what he's talking about.
Don't be a snow baby. Oh, that's what it is,
Yeah,
December 18th.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, we're going to step right into the E spot on that note. No positive test over here.
Way to reel him in, Camille.
There you
Right?
go, Camille.
Hey, look.
Nice start.
Hey, look. That'll do it.
Look. Speaking of children, no, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. He started as a child star.
Uh-oh.
Good morning today. We have an excellent guest on the E
Can't
spot with
believe
Camille
this
this
was a good
morning.
one,
Look, some may know him from Nickelodeon's Cousin Skeeter. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Some from Chocolate City. Speaking of loosening up my buttons.
Uh-oh.
No, yeah, maybe
Uh-oh.
not. Okay. Moving on. And then Coach Carter with Samuel Jackson, one of our favorites.
That's my favorite. I told you this
Yep.
yesterday, right?
Yep, you sure did. He was like,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite
that's
movies.
my favorite right there, man.
Like that's awesome. So we have the Emmy Award-winning actor joining us all the way from California. So he woke up extra early just to be with us this morning. So we're very, very grateful to Mr. Robert Ri'Chard.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's going on, world? How you guys doing right now?
Oh, you are up and at 'em.
But you got your coffee already, man.
What?
So wait,
That
so
Cali drip.
Hey, so in y'all's world, in y'all's neighborhood, Thursday, is it Thirsty Thursday?
Look, Throwback Thursday, Thirsty Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
It might snow Thursday. You never have that
love
problem where you are, luckily.
It never rains in Southern
California.
A complete lie. Mudslide.
He's singing the second
Look.
verse and everything.
Ooh, and he has a voice on him.
I know.
Show off.
Look, tell us more. Let's find out everything.
Auto-tune's kicking in heavy right now, right?
Look, iPhone with the iTunes app.
That's pretty good.
So speaking of that, let's start from the very beginning. You started your film career really young, like at 13. Will you share how you got your start? I mean, you literally ran into the industry.
Okay, so not only did I run into the industry, but like it's still nighttime in Los Angeles right now. So
Thank you.
Wait. Listen, I'm in the nightclub, right? I'm sitting next to Jermaine Dupri,
Of
and
course.
freaking Usher walks in, bro. Lighted up, my big brother freaking walks in. I'm like, yo, he took me out to my first nightclub. That was like my big bro.
Wow.
That's
So
pretty cool.
he's like, listen, we got to reconnect. We got to hang out. I'm like, oh, that's love right there. So going way back, throwback, light it up. Freaking Anthony Anderson was in that movie. D. Ray Davis is in that movie. Obviously, Usher, Forrest Whitaker, Rosario Dawson,
My favorite.
Vanessa Williams. Wow,
Your
dude, we had an
favorite.
all-star cast. And I'm just like in the movie, just like taking over the lead. I'm like, this is great.
Wow.
He said, this is great.
But wait, you literally ran into the industry, though. You were running from a gang or something and ended up in an acting studio? Like, how does that happen?
Exactly right. Exactly right. I'm in LA. It's the 90s. I'm like getting in trouble. I'm freaking like dodging a rival gang. I dip into a building, happens to be an acting school. And then 25 years later, I'm having an interview with you guys.
Wow.
Like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's great. Love it.
And this is,
amazing.
again, the voice you're hearing is Robert Ri'Chard, who also participates in humanitarian work, which includes mentoring and speaking with At Promise, not At Risk, At Promise youth teenagers. How important is it to you to be involved in your community?
It's actually the most important thing in my existence. Like, because my whole life changed because of an after-school program. Like, the theater school that I went to, that was basically like a positive place for kids, is what I'm a big advocate for, because I would have ended up a statistic. In my high school, my elementary school, they told me you're going to end up in jail or dead or with illegitimate kids. Like all these things they told me that I was going to end up being a statistic.
Wow.
And I've been happen to be fortunate enough and blessed enough to be able to inspire other people, and like being accessible and giving back to young people. That's like the biggest like reward in my life.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, speaking of that, you happen to have met a lot of great actors and worked with a lot of great actors, but you've also met a lot of historical figures. I've heard about you running into Rosa Parks as well as Bill Clinton. Like, how does that happen?
Okay, so I went to this elementary school in LA. It's called Windsor Hills Elementary School. And my principal told me that I was an at-promise youth, not an at-risk youth. So she made me like the master of ceremonies for all of our assemblies. I got to introduce Rosa Parks.
Wow.
And I got to meet this gentleman who was running for president named William Clinton. And he introduced me to his wife, named Hillary Rodham Clinton. And like that's like, I feel like it changed the whole trajectory of my life, because that's a whole another level of excellence that, like, you know, if you're an inner city kid, you don't really have access to that. And that's why I love going back and being like that inspiration or that connection to people who are where I was at that time.
It's so important for them to get that FaceTime, but also to see how accessible you are and how you were able to make that journey from being at Promise to now being an Emmy Award-winning actor. So again, like, can you tell us how those steps were, like how you were able to, because so many child actors don't end up being an Emmy Award-winning actor and don't still have a career as long as you've had that's been constantly working. So what do you think you did that kind of helped you avoid those pitfalls, avoid being in TMZ and Shade Room and different things on a regular basis? This is Robert Ri'Chard.
I think it's, listen, to all the young people out there, it's really important for you to commit yourself and discipline yourself and work hard. Listen, in life, you want to succeed, get up early, work hard for your dreams. There's no cutting corners. And like, we're in the wake of like one of the greatest fathers, one of the greatest fucking teachers, one of the greatest athletes, like his peril. And like the one thing that he taught us is like, listen, don't cut corners, like work hard and then leave a legacy. And I think it's important for young people to understand how important that is. And like, I'd be doing a disservice if I wasn't one saying, listen, you're going to get more rewards in your life working hard, not cutting corners, than being lazy and trying to get everything like phoned in for your success.
That's true. Now, Robert Ri'Chard is the National Ambassador for African American Male Wellness Initiative, which promotes men's health and wellness. He's a serial entrepreneur, runs 9 successful businesses, and is a recognized executive consultant for startup companies and successful businesses. So I've noticed your Instagram, and you're like super in shape. You still are playing like college roles, even at your age, which I will not divulge your age unless you want to. But I mean, like, you're ageless, you stay in shape. What is your secret weapon? And you're also like running 9 businesses. Like, so many people have several different streams of income. That's the way it is in 2020. How do you keep everything balanced? Tell us all your top secrets on how you're able to do all of that, because that's very impressive, and not everyone can do what you do. And you have access to the top.
Everyone who follows me on like the gram and stuff knows I work out 10 minutes a day.
Wow.
That's my thing. It's called Highway Fit. It's like 10 minutes. It's no weights. It's no gym. It's no travel. You can do it anytime, anywhere, every day. Wow. And I swear by that. And then as far as like my youth, there's a company that I support. It's called EPM. If you go on their website, it's called www.epmproductx.com, epmproducts.com. And there's a product, it's called Allure. It's beauty rest in a bottle. It keeps all my fine lines, my wrinkles, my sunspots, my age spots. I have psoriasis.
Wow.
It keeps all of those things. It battles eczema. It battles hyperpigmentation.
Oh, wow.
Literally, it's like beauty rest in a bottle. Go on it. Listen, if you're on Google, just type in Allure by EPM. It'll come right up.
Now, wait, can you like put it everywhere? Like, some of us are starting to age a little and starting to get little creaky little joints. Hint, hint me. So what do you, does it work for joint pain as well?
Face, face, neck, body, they have listen, if you're suffering from any kind of joint pain or back pain and neck pain, they have a product that's called Reborn by EPM. It's like Fountain of Youth in a bottle. It's amazing. So the first product that I used was Reborn. The second one that I used was Allure, and I've continued to use all the products. And since it's been like helpful for me, I'm like, listen, might as well tell all the people in the neighborhood, let them know about it so they can freaking transform suffering for all. Better science,
Awesome.
better medicine.
Now, again, Robert Ri'Chard, he's a huge actor. You've worked with a lot of great actors. What gems have they given you since you've worked with Samuel Jackson and, like you mentioned, Vanessa Williams, Rosario Dawson? Just go on and on and on. I can't even think, because, I mean, even your resume is so impressive. Just even your gems. What can you share for other people who are interested in getting into entertainment or even entrepreneurship, for that matter?
Well, actually, great segue. So I'm teaching how to act, all the components of acting. There's a website. It's called Lightspeed, and they're having me host classes where I talk about everything: headshots, how to do cold reading, how to do auditions, how to do improvisation, how to do scene study, the whole gambit. So, listen, I'm very excited.
Can you give us a little sneak peek, especially for the e-spotters out there that may not be able to do the website?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm always about a little sneak peek. So the one thing, this is not going to make any sense, but I'm still going to say it. So the one thing that I learned was like establishing the where. That like when you're working on your acting, when someone's watching you, their imagination needs to blossom by like your interaction with your imaginary environment. That's like the most important thing.
Wow.
Awesome.
So it's like, if you're like in a castle or in a forest or in like a museum, there needs to be certain things that you're doing in that scene that like contact that environment in your imagination and others can see it.
Well, so like basketball courts even. How is it with Coach Carter?
Yeah. So like Coach Carter was the most amazing. It's like the best sports movie of all time.
Well, hey, Robert, I have to, I agree with you on that one. It's one of my favorite ones. I was really curious about, did you actually participate in, I mean, I saw you dribbling the ball, taking jump shots. Was that you or your body double or something like that?
No, that's all me. So like,
so you got game like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from LA, so
okay.
You know, like I play hoop my whole life, and
okay.
that was
about to recruit you.
The first audition was 900 people to see if they can play hoop first.
Wow.
And like, I made the cut for that, and then got to audition after I played hoop and qualified for hoop. So I'm a hooper.
Man,
you know, like,
I tell you, Coach Carter and Richmond, that whole movie is one of my favorite ones. In so my man like Worm, remember? I can't remember his I don't know his real name.
Antoine Tanner, Worm.
Yeah, Worm was tight too. That whole movie I've seen like 1,000 times, man. You did a great job in that. But let me ask you this question: How did you like your role? Because you was like the really nice guy, the smart guy. You know, your dad was a coach, and you had to go hang out with the guys who were straight from the hood, right? So how did you that whole balance there, which happens a lot. We just had a conversation about guys in high school playing basketball and AAU, things of that nature. But how did you balance that and absorb that role in that particular way?
You know, surprisingly, there's more nice guys out there than bad boys out there.
Agreed.
So I was representing for the majority. Yo, shout out to all the good guys.
There you
out
go.
There. I love y'all.
Yeah, shout out to the good guys.
Yeah. I actually just did an interview recently. We were talking about like girls falling in love with the good guy. What's your take? Listen, you're a young lady. I'm sure you're like trying to figure out what you're trying to do in your life. I'm like, do you like the bad boys? Do you like the good guys?
Oh, that's a Jasmine question because I'm straight up married.
I'm a fan of good guys. Never have ever felt like a bad guy or like, you know, those kind of men are for me.
Yeah. I think it's a phase,
Really?
the bad guy thing. I don't think it's.
No, I don't. I've never had that phase.
Most girls that I've talked to say, listen, bad boys are no good, but good boys are no fun. That's what I hear in the street.
Wow.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, the good ones are the ones that'll surprise you with a lot of fun.
Wow, man.
Oh, damn, girl. This is post-Valentine's Day. You're trying to get into it right now. I see you, girl.
Look, I'm married for a reason. So, again, we're here with Robert Ri'Chard this morning, who is an Emmy Award-winning actor. He was on Coach Carter, Chocolate City. Please let our audience know how they can keep up with you. What's your social media, websites? Give it all to them so they can keep following your journey.
Listen, first of all, if you listen to me right now, you better come up to me when you see me. I smell great. Come up, give me a big hug. Let's take a photo, send it to your mama, your cousin, your sister, you know what I'm saying, your kid. I get it. You know what I mean? But
come on down to North Carolina. We'll take pictures.
North Cackalack. I love NC. Yo, I love y'all out there. Yo.
Oh, have you ever filmed here?
Are you kidding me? I've been in Charlotte. I've been in Raleigh. I've been in Wilmington, North Carolina. I love North Cackalack.
Come on back. Look, y'all come back. You hear?
Ain't nobody going to come back if they hear you say that.
Look, I'm horrible at Southern accent. It's the worst. I can't do it.
I got mad love for North Carolina. I love y'all.
Oh, that's awesome.
But listen.
Yeah, social media.
I'm the Robert Ri'Chard on every platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My website, therobertrichard.com. I'm on TikTok. Yo, send me your dance moves. I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're gonna have another renegade.
You already know.
Go viral. Speaking of going viral, I just saw it last night. One of my friends tagged me in this. Apparently, there's this pictures going around. I don't know if you've seen it yet, where they're saying that you're the son of a very famous actor. Have you seen this yet? Have you heard about it?
Yeah, listen, everybody's got to be pinned to every actor. They're like, yo, are you Cuba's brother?
No, not him. It's a different one. This is Neil McDonough.
Yeah, Neil McDonald, right?
Yeah. Everybody's saying he's your father. Can you clear the rumor up?
Him and Ray Liotta. Listen. Actually,
Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta.
Hey, clear it up. Look, DNA test.
You do favor them.
Look, I brought the picture into the studio so they could all